recording this episode directly after the previous one. Um, and today, as I mentioned previously, we are going to work on gravity, right? We are going to work on gravity. So offline, I'm probably going to extract this into separate files and have like proper systems. I know that in game development, you guys have the concept of ECS, like Entity Component System or something like that. I'm not going to have an ECS. I think that's just stupid. Um, but I'm definitely going to have systems. I think systems is a good idea in general. But yeah, so we need to introduce the concept of gravity, right? And the first thing we need to do is to have a configuration for the gravity acceleration, I'd say. So we can have a macro acceleration called gravity acceleration, and this is, we can use the same method, so 9.8. And now on my update function, so boy, it is a lot of code. Actor move, okay. So this moves the actors, but before moving the actors, I probably want to apply gravity. I would say, yeah, I probably should apply gravity before moving them. So I just need to do, if I'm not mistaken, I just need to the speed, I need to add the gravity acceleration, right? So gravity acceleration times get frame time. It is as simple as this, if I'm not mistaken. And this is speed y. But I can probably have a function just to be prettier, saying actor gravity or something. This is going to accept an actor by pointer, and to the actor we are going to do this basically. So this is my actor, and the gravity is going to influence the speed or y, so the second component of this vector. And to the speed y, we're just going to do gravity acceleration times get frame time. Yeah, this is going to be calculated on every single frame, for every single actor, even though this is constant for that specific frame. So, I don't know. I can probably have float delta like so, and here I can just say apply gravity or something, right? And this is my gravity delta. I don't know. When I convert this into systems, I can see how am I going to do that, but until then, I can keep things like this for now. So now it makes sense to extract this into a variable, right? What did I just do? Okay. Because I can reuse this variable, and I can just use a single loop. I don't need to use two loops, which is good. Here I do that, and now I just need to pass the gravity delta, and it's going to be constant for a single frame, so I can just say gravity acceleration times get frame time. I don't know if this is correct. So the acceleration depends, is basically meter per second per second. So yeah, so it depends on frame time, and it's not really squared, is it? No, it doesn't make sense to be squared. Okay, I can just pass this, actually, get. Okay, so that's going to apply gravity to the actor. So now, let me try to test this by trying to find, okay, we don't have jumps, by the way, we still need to implement jumps, but here is a good test. So if I move to the left, oh, gravity is too slow. Yeah, it's definitely too slow. So what can we do? Gravity, this is acceleration. So just needs to accelerate faster, right? It just needs to accelerate faster. Yeah, the only way I see we can do that is by just incrementing this value. Let me try 100 then and see what kind of... I think I'm doing the math correctly, aren't I? I think I am. So let's try it. Yeah, it's still too slow. Right, it's still too slow. I don't like it to be that slow. So let's try 1,000. Okay, that's too much. That's too much. So maybe 250. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of... Well, I can move up by this. Okay, I need to remove that from the game. But yeah, let me try to go up this mountain and see the effect of the gravity. I can actually just go up, right? And just go up and then release it. Is it accelerating? Oh, I know why this is not working. Yeah, that makes sense. So basically, I don't. Yeah, this cannot be so. It didn't make any sense to be so evaluated high value, right? Because I actually um I actually need to add another flag. Yeah, so here I can include std pool, right? And here I need to add a flag with something like is flying, or I don't know, is suspended, is, I don't know, what can I call this? Is on grounds. Yeah, that's a good name, I guess. And basically, when we move the actor down, right? If it touched the ground, so if it did, yeah, if it touched the ground, then we also need to update this flag. Actor dot is on ground. It's true. Well, I don't like this on, but ground is like, yeah, doesn't make sense. So is touching ground, maybe. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so if the actor is touching the ground, then we just apply the flag to true, right? And now we actually need, well, okay, so this is where I put the input, right? So we can only modify the y value, but I don't really need this anymore. Yeah, I don't need that, and I can only set this x. So this is simulates friction, right? But I only have friction if I am touching the ground. So I need to check another condition. And I need to check if player is touching the ground. So if it is touching the ground, then we have friction and we don't slide around. And now, besides that, I need to introduce another constant. Something like player jump speed, and this is player movement. It's not really it's like a walk speed. Yeah. So this is a jump speed, this is a walk speed. So this may vary, right? And here, instead of doing that, so here I modify the x coordinate, and here I can modify the y. So if it is a space, do I have, yeah, I have space bar. So if the space bar is pressed, so I cannot really do is key down, otherwise I would constantly be adding it. I can just do is key pressed, yeah, and that is going to be equal to the jump speed, right? So since we want to move upwards, we set it to negative, right? Yeah. And here we don't need this because I don't think I'm going to simulate air friction for now, right? Yeah, I don't think I am. And that's it, I think. So now let's test it and see what kind of behavior we get. So we no longer can move up or down with W or S. Can we jump? Yeah. So we can jump, and this is probably, yeah, clips a little. Yeah, the collision is correct, right? I'm probably going to add some buffering, so this is like too realistic, so it may, what? Okay, it's, oh, the FPS, okay. Yeah, my laptop is, God, why is it OBS that's consuming too many resources? I don't know. But yeah, so it's working right here. We can, yeah. And is this a good amount of jump? Yes, it is for now. So it basically jumps the same, almost the same height as a single tile. So I think that's more than enough for now, right? Yeah, I think it's just fine. So probably, I don't know if I like this gravity. Maybe it's too slow of an acceleration, but yeah. I would like to find a cave and try to explore the cave now with gravity, so it's a little bit more challenging. Let's see if I can find a cave. A surface cave at least. Let's try to generate another planet. Yeah, okay, so I just spawned on top of a cave. Okay, so now this is quite interesting to navigate, I think. So we need to be careful and we need to use these blocks. But so these blocks are, they will actually become very useful because once we have fall damage, you will actually need to use these tiles to navigate this vertical cave. Otherwise, you're going to die from fall damage, right? So let's imagine we need to be careful and not have too much fall damage. So here we would probably have fall damage, right? Here we probably would survive, right? And we need to be careful to not enter a place where we cannot leave, right? So here I can probably just jump. I don't know if I like to move left and right when the player is like floating. I can test that. So let's see. I only want to move left and right if the player. What did I just do? Here. If the player is not touching the, is actually touching the ground. Yeah. Because if it is floating, it doesn't really make much sense to be able to move left and right. Let's see. So now, let's go up here. Yeah, well, I'm still able to move. Why am I still able to move? Oh, because I never applied. Yeah, I need to update that flag. Because I only set it to true. I actually need. So if that, otherwise, then it's not touching the ground. So I need to constantly update this flag, right? Otherwise, if I jump, it doesn't get updated. Okay, what about now? Yeah, so basically this keeps the momentum now. So let's say I come to the top of this mountain. So here, I can probably jump inside this cave. Oh, but it makes it very hard to navigate the caves now. Because I cannot move while I'm floating. Yeah, so I cannot control I cannot control my character. So if I jump with a momentum, I cannot really control it. Well, but if I jump, I can then update it. Why can I do that? Probably because something out of order. But yeah, I don't think I like it, because this basically, if I'm moving left and I jump, oh, I can still. Why is this not being updated? Very strange. Yeah, still I don't like it because it makes the game very hard. So let me not use that. So I don't want this condition, this specific condition here. Doesn't make that much sense. So yeah, I think that's everything in terms of gravity and jumps and stuff like that. So now we can actually, well, let me actually bring back the old zoom. So like 10. So we have a better experience in terms. Yeah, this is, yeah. So I probably want to also implement auto jump. So when I collide with something and the collision box height is 1 or less than 1, this automatically jumps or something. I don't know. I need to check that. My computer is basically dying at this very precise moment, probably because of OBS. So I think I'm going to finish this episode now. And as you can see, we were able to implement a pretty reasonable gravity system, right? So we can have pretty interesting stuff. So if, for example, I drop here, my speed is going to accelerate as the time passes because gravity is acceleration, not the speed. So as you can see, this basically speeds up, right, my fall, right? Which is good. Okay, so I think that's everything for now. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.